We might have some good news for once. The critics like Inside Out 2. Of course, just because the critics like something doesn't mean something is good. Okay? And yeah, just because the critics like something doesn't mean it's actually good. Let's look at the new Star Wars show, obviously. There's this new Star Wars show, no one likes it. Not too surprising. None of the Star Wars shows have been successful on Disney Plus. But Inside Out 2 makes its way into theaters this weekend. It picks up from its sequel to 2015 smash animated hit, Inside Out, which became one of the year's top grossing films and ultimately won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. With that in mind, there's been a lot of curiosity of the sequel, obviously, and it is pretty strange that this is one of the most anticipated movies of the year, according to many people, but it's only going to open to 85 million, which is way worse than the first movie. But maybe this might change the box office around. Probably not, because no one gives a couple of critics think, oh, I saw Inside Out 2. It's full of laughs, tears, and it's a well film that truly resonates across all ages. Whether well funny, a tear, illusionary sweet. Well, watch it with a loved one because it's an experience that must be shared. Yeah. One of the most powerful Pixar films ever made, beautifully crafted in a mostly mature sequel that stands beside the original. Miyazaki is unforgettable as anxiety and steals the soul, a must-watch for all ages. It's a return to form for Pixar, showcasing new ways of cleverness and smart combination and relationship between emotions and rivalry is a definitive highlight, to say at least. So all of these critics, of course, like the movie, but that's because they like it. Let's remember, there was another show that came out just recently, and the critics said it was absolutely amazing. It was called Star Wars The Acolyte. And people are still, like, trashing that show, calling it a woke, Star Wars lesbian fantasy or something like that. You know, like, it's not just, of course, it was just the Phantom Menace, review bombing it, obviously, which it could just be the review bombing of the Phantom Menace as well. But this Inside Out 2, you know, so yeah, I'm probably not going to see this movie either way. Again, Pixar has not had their quote-unquote masterpiece era. Again, I think Pixar is really overrated, in my opinion. Like, you really think this is that's the greatest of the greatest? That's because they had a batch of good movies. Like, Safe Fate DreamWorks has a lot of good movies, too. Doesn't mean DreamWorks is the greatest animated studio ever. Okay, but yeah, that's about this video. So at least the critics like Inside Out 2. And that's about this video here. Goodbye.